We talked about the Heart of Georgian Bay brand, and one of the things, thank you Fred, that came out as an initial point was we have to explore and define exactly what this brand means. There's a clear geographic component to it, and again, this goes to Fred, this whole point goes to Fred. Is it the heart as an organ, as an economic driver for the area that we're in here? Or is it the emotional center? Is it what we all cling to as the reason that we're here? And these are just 3 points that came up in discussion, and this can go on and on and on. So I think we really have to figure out exactly what the brand means to us as an area and to us individually in order to market it. And speaking of marketing, we have to make the brand consistently available to all, and it should be mayors, councillors, municipal staff on every municipal vehicle throughout North Simcoe, okay? We have to start pushing this brand out, get it out there, get people aware of it, and get that top-of-mind awareness. And other stakeholders as well, of course. I've been to restaurants and accommodations around here. People are using the brand very effectively, but there's always more work to be done. We have to communicate the brand and engage the public. We have to get our frontline staff on board with the whole branding message. Again, going back to what is our branding message precisely, but we have to get all frontline staff on board, and we have to engage some ambassadors, some champions, some people that are really passionate about this, and get them out there to speak to the various operators, the stakeholders, and get everyone as engaged as we are in this room. And Bill, we were paying attention. If you can't measure it, don't do it, all right? We have to make sure that we have appropriate media metrics for all of the marketing that we do, because let's face it, we're a closed group in here, but we have to go out to the money people, we have to go out to the stakeholders, we have to go out to the visitors. We have to make sure that everyone that is part of this ecosystem is aware of what we're doing and why we're doing it and how we're doing it to make sure that we can be sustainable. Also, our marketing thus far seems to have been fairly inwardly focused. We're marketing to ourselves. We have to, as our next stage, get it out there, market to the outside world with a call to action. Come to visit us. And speaking of coming to visit us, this goes well beyond tourism, but the message cannot just be come visit us, come live here, come set up your business here, employ people here. Heart of Georgian Bay is more than just tourism. It's where we work, live, and play, and we have to get that message out as well. The next question had something to do with leveraging tourism assets, so that'll be the topic of these next two slides. How do we get tourism operators to work together? We are cooperating to a certain extent, but there's an observation that people aren't sharing the wealth. When someone comes to visit the Marsh or St. Marie or the Shrine or the Keewatin or Owenda or wherever we're talking about, we aren't having, those organizations and those sites aren't then pushing people to other areas such as local shops, restaurants, creative studios, whatever. So if we can start to share the wealth and leverage the assets, that'll be positive for everybody. We need new options for operators to get on board and get engaged. No cost and low cost options. So what we can't do in the first year is say, pony up a couple $1,000 and you get to license our brand. That's not going to fly. We need things that'll get them engaged early and cheap, and then we can use that momentum next year and in future years. As a destination marketing organization, North Simcoe Tourism, and I'm using that as the equivalent to EDCNS right now because we're really joined at the hip. The destination marketing organization must bring the stakeholders together and bring the assets together, but the operators have to first know who and what they want to be. What do they want to be when they grow up? So we need to get that information back from the operators. They have to understand it themselves. It has to be integrated into our marketing messages for them, for the packages, which I'll come back to in a moment, and all of our marketing. Focus. Everything in terms of our brand should have something to do with water and or culture. And also think regionally. It came out that we don't have enough accommodation in the area. But nobody's going to build accommodation here without having the visitors to the area. But the visitors aren't going to come to stay overnight if there's no place to stay. It's that catch-22. Catherine invited us to think more broadly, think regionally. Certainly invite people to events here and other things that will be going on here, but leverage accommodation in other nearby centers, Barrie, Orillia, for example. So perhaps even create packages where it's a stay and play, but it's a stay in Barrie, play in North Simcoe. Something to think about. The final number is one that surprised me. 150,000 visitors a year to Owenda. Are you serious? Where are all these people? We're getting everybody driving in with their tents and their backpacks and spending a significant amount of time up here. We have to draw them out of Owenda Park. Stay there, of course, and pay their fee. But draw them out of Owenda Park to enjoy all of the other facilities and attractions that we have in the area. That's our summary. Thank you.